At this point, as we head into the upcoming overnight session, our short-term and our intermediate-term bias will both continue to be bearish. And now the question is, can we get continuation, or are we going to get some stability? So as far as the bearish bias goes, as long as we're holding below this general area, and ideally you want to see today's RTH high hold if we're going to head lower. So again, the directional view is still bearish. It doesn't mean that we can't probe lower to find buyers. But in order to go lower, we will need to see more activity from the sell side. We will need to see signs of initiative selling. But as far as the market structure goes, as long as ES is holding below the pre-market and initial resistance zone from today, we can still remain in a bearish state on the short term and certainly the intermediate term. And in that situation, the market may have to probe lower to find buyers. We might have to go down to these swing lows around the 52, let's say 50 to 80 area, right? We might have to go test this area to find buyers. So even though we can get some balancing and consolidation, which means that on any range extensions we can still get bounces, the overall bias will remain bearish as long as we are holding below today's RTH high and today's pre-market and initial resistance zone. The balance that we are breaking down from essentially looks a bit like this, and you can see that the 100% extension of that balance, which is not like some mathematical equation that the market has to solve or hit, but as a general guideline, quite often when the market puts in a multi-day balance breakdown, it tends to hit the 50 and 100% range extensions. Now, I think the key to good trading is to look for confluence, right? So for example, if you're buying the support zone today down at 26.75 to 36.75, the fact that it's also a range exhaustion zone just provides more confluence. So we're always looking for confluence. We're always looking for multiple reasons for buyers or sellers to step in. And down here, around this swing low of 52.70 quarter, the fact that we also have the 100% range extension of the balance down at 52.64 quarter just gives more strength to the idea that buyers are probably going to step in the 52.50 to 52.80 general area, right? There are probably a few support zones down here. And in the event that we get continuation, we're probably going to get buy responses, at least on the day time frame. And then we'll see. Eventually, maybe we go lower. Who knows, right? So at this point, our short-term and intermediate-term bias will remain bearish, and our bigger picture bias will likely get adjusted to neutral bullish. And depending on how much damage we see over the next week, that might even flip to neutral until the market gets to a significantly better area of support. So those are the ideas as we head into the overnight session. It's been quite a week. I hope you found the trade plans and recaps to be helpful, and I hope they kept you on the right side. And as always, we'll be back at it bright and early Monday morning. Take care and have a great weekend.